fights, only knockdown, the first of his career that he has faced to this point. And for Derevyanchenko, in October, he arose from a first-round knockdown in 2018, and if he does get a fourth chance, he will make the most of it as we go.
Jumping into a new weight class against a tough cookie.
His record stands at 20 wins, 1 loss. Adames! He has 10 wins coming by way of knockout. Introducing Derevyanchenko.
For professionals, I expect you to conduct yourself as such. Touch gloves, good luck.
Well, round 1, I mentioned
Adames, who normally switches sometimes from righty to lefty,
against Jamal Charlo, losing that as well. And Al,
your punches together and, you know, possibly even hurt Derevyanchenko, as
among many others, came up with an interesting game plan for it. But again, Abner making the most, or wanting to make the most.
Expect Adames to start as a lefty, but they said they were
caught him with the overhand right as well.
In top 10 at 154 by the Bible of Boxing Ring Magazine.
Second fight he's had with Adames, and let's see how.
Beautiful straight.
Combinations, he's an excellent combination puncher. That'll come. He's got a terrific uppercut, and that will work once Derevyanchenko.
You know who's really tired in the Adames family? His literally scrapping for scraps, Al.
Yeah.
Beginning to open up on Derevyanchenko, going to the body.
Punches are put at a great distance.
Oh, it catches
punches, but he faded in the later rounds. Now he's just waiting for the right time.
A spirited scrap, trying to get back on track, and now Derevyanchenko. And just to put a bow on it, 11 of the 35 kids Derevyanchenko needed. Oh, and another solid.
Big left hook by
turned pro at 28. And he is in the jab from Adames. Trying to lead.
And that's what happened in that fight where he lost. He got tired.
The Ukrainian Olympian, who did with that right hand in his tracks, but wow, what a fight, what a round. Started faster, he's been forced to by Carlos Adames. What a second round.
The right uppercut, we talked about that in the keys to victory a little bit. Using that jab, landing a straight right hand.
It's assault followed by a sergiy surge, and here we are. A man who many believe is the best fighter never to have won a champion in this fight. Abner, the right uppercut, and there it is again by
back to righty.
And lands with the right hand.
Can I see what, you know, Adames is doing?
Power punches than Derevyanchenko, and 35% on it for him. He's got to get on the inside, which he will again, trust me.
54-pound titleist Brian Castano as they both dig to
great distance.
Adames, although, gets countered with the right hook in that left hand.
And he was trying to.
And he lands a jab and a hook in the forward. Oh, left hook to the body lands. The Adames jab has been effective when he's... We close out the third round with Derevyanchenko.
Luis Arias, who recently beat Jared Hurd at 100.
Let's go to Jim Gray.
I'm a person that, you know, always, you know, take every, you know, I'm well prepared to go out 12 rounds.
Thank you, look forward.
Chenko detonating on each other here to kick off round 4.
Way on the inside. Center of the ring.
Adames to make a statement at 160.
He has the opportunity when Adames gives it to him right there.
And so is Adames.
You know, Adames,
a little bit of everything on display through 4 rounds.
Stay off the ropes. He's been in the center of the ring, and you don't give Derevyanchenko. We talked about him trying to use that not so much as a big...
Yeah, it's hard to stay inside because Adames just gets...
Said he had to prove people wrong at 147, proved them wrong at 1. We're a fencer trying to set up the big right hand. Lands the bing. Derevyanchenko in his tracks with the jab, and then Derevyanchenko sticking the jab.
A chance to rake you over the coals with those combos when you're in the center.
And Adames. And a great right hand.
They're both off balance, and that looked like one of the linebackers. And will, as he throws the right uppercut,
Derevyanchenko has been living in
boxing tonight. You know, he's picking his shots really well.
Especially Derevyanchenko, but some dazzling defense on to make things tough for Adames, but Adames.
And this has been the kind of round Derevyanchenko.
Man, both of them.
Adames knew he had to get out of there, and he did fight.
But he knows how important this fight is. He speaks about his power, so we expected fistic fireworks and bombs in Los Angeles. Rated footwork, but now he has to use his feet to get away from the rope.
Beautiful double left hook.
And beautiful job.
Who knows? Well, you got to take those chances if you're Derevyanchenko.
10 of Dirk's
Big punches, but boy, Derevyanchenko's close to landing.
Derevyanchenko known for his durability. The
Fight, and you have to.
Derevyanchenko being warned by the ref here in the 5th.
And here's where Derevyanchenko sets up.
And that's what Derevyanchenko has to do. He has to go in forward, creating mistakes by staying on the ropes. You know, different variety of punches.
Both of them exchanging hellacious shots.
Picked any spot and found like this.
Gary Stark Jr., 62-year-old, working with
Adames throw that uppercut from too far back.
taking small steps, trying to get within range, lands the left.
He did say it in the later rounds there. He's hoping not to repeat that.
Official score, Steve Farrod. How do you have it after 5 rounds?
But I have 49-46 for Adames at this point.
But for Adames especially, we mentioned he got Bob
to make championship money. He's got to be careful with his hand positioning as Adames sticks the jab. Usually he starts methodically, didn't do that in his fight. Fighting for their pride, for their family, for their legacy, and for some really dictated terms in that first frame. We are now going to round 7. This is round number 7, scheduled for 10, and
I believe things are getting closer.
Let him go, let him go.
The question
downs. Did you hear me on Sunday? See? It's Sunday. Football on the ground.
But you don't see it. You don't see it. This guy does not show it.
He needed to get in there and work hard. And I don't know. I mentioned I thought Adames maybe was getting a little fatigued against a fighter who we know has had stamina issues at a pretty good rate. Adames landing at a better rate.
And the gap closed.
Tried a little bit more, so again, neither man is thrown.
Got hit with the left hook with 30 as knockouts in the 8th and 12th fight. Oh, what a right cross that landed. Man, Adames. Derevyanchenko using the stick more as he absorbed another left.
Smart. You know, I talked about the clinching, grabbing, you know, that's the way.
Now, Adames has, you know, in this round has been
of his hands and their position.
You want to make sure he doesn't repeat that.
No jab to the body by Derevyanchenko, and Derevyanchenko having vied for a championship on 3 different.
Let him go, let him go.
Nice right uppercut on the inside.
Side there. He's kind of giving the space to a really good sequence for Derevyanchenko. Let's see if he can repeat that. Derevyanchenko for the most part, but Adames has done some good work as well.
Oh, battle, and he's used to being in tough battle.
There, Adames, but you know, the referee's not saying anything.
Gary Stark Jr. telling Derevyanchenko, we need these final rounds.
But fired that right hand downstairs, and now Adames showcasing that boxing away, creating some space, but just momentarily.
It's a fairly close round, could easily have gone to Adames, and that
sharp jab by Adames, but yet still the coach of Cuba's Guantanamo amateur team is Adames doing a good job of boxing, lead left hook that caught.
He's looking for a big one to get in there, and there's a double left. And then later in the round, again the right hand would get in.
Don't give him room to punch. Stay close to him.
He felt his power would prove to be the difference. And Derevyanchenko,
he plays his punches really good.
Adames with the 20 seconds of round 9. Jab by derevyanchenko. And Adames coming forward again, telling them to keep it clean. And boy, he can show us some of that.
Yeah, and he gets in some. He finally did. First one.
Wow,
those extra 2 rounds.
And Adames has been doing a great job of defending against a lot of these four, being countered by Adames.
Yeah, when he uses that hook, ironically, as we look at Steve's unofficial.
There, and derevyanchenko lands, and here comes Adames.
Again, despite
And defense.
Adames.
Not an amateur fight, so they know boxing, but we
against Teixeira, of course, this one's scheduled for 10.
Especially on the inside where he wants to be. But
based on just everything that's going on here,
Adames closes the rounds really well.
His 10th and final round of what has been a great
jab. But what does Adames do? He lands his own
number 10. How competitive has the fight been? Very interesting at the end of this one. Adames has been down just once. That came in his lone lot. Sergiy derevyanchenko.
Aggressive fighter, knowing that, he needs to pressure.
The holding tactic because he doesn't want to let derevyanchenko get
these combinations and try to find a way to
punches thrown by Adames, 495, and Adames, a lot of close rounds in the last 3 rounds.
Adames comfortable in the corner, but gets clipped with the right and left, and Adames coming up to 160, ranked in the top here. The 27-year-old. Part of the story, not all of it, is that right hand landed for Adames, but
they could be pivotal ones.
Seeing his defense while derevyanchenko wants to put together. Derevyanchenko
right.
16 fights as a pro, but he's fought them all.
Now look at the numbers. They're pretty close in terms of what was landed. Yeah, body shots, derevyanchenko doing a little bit better job down. Remember, as a left-hander, and that uppercut, which he showy punches, the overhand right was a big weapon, and derevyanchenko to be a very worthy middleweight against one of the best.
His best friends, but we'll find out tonight if what he did was enough.
Go to the scorecards. We have a majority decision. Here the score. Damian Walton sees it 96-94.